everyone, thank you for joining me today. My name is Annabelle Gomez and I have with me Andrea Lopez, a nutritionist from San Antonio, Texas. Welcome, Andrea.
Thank you for having me, Annabelle.
Of course. So today, ladies, you're going to love this episode because we're talking about New Year's resolutions. Now you're probably thinking New Year's resolutions, it's already March, January already passed. But we've all kind of hit a stopping point. If you're like me, and I know a lot of my friends have, we kind of need a little extra motivation to get us started and to kind of push that reset button so we can shed those pounds that we want to shed for spring and summer. So with that being said, Andrea, since we're talking about putting that reset button, can you tell us where do we start from here?
That's a great question, Annabelle. The first thing I would probably advise our viewers is to do what I like to call a pantry makeover. So kind of getting rid of those things that aren't as healthy. Those things might include, chips, cookies, soda, sweet tea.
Sweet tea is one of my favorites. That's why she's looking at me.
So all the bad carbs.
And so essentially you're really stating that we need to eliminate sugars and carbs.
Exactly, those bad carbs.
Now, do we have to completely eliminate it and go cold turkey, or can we have a little bit at a time?
Moderation is going to be the key. So once in a while wouldn't hurt.
Okay, so I know a lot of us do the yo-yo diet, which is, we spend Monday through Friday and we try really hard to eat healthy, and then that weekend comes and you see us eating ice cream, popcorn, going out to eat. So yo-yo diet, that's pretty hard. Typically our efforts don't last and we end up regaining the weight that we either lost or we gain a lot more than we had already initially. So with that being said, can you tell us the effects of yo-yo dieting and how to combat it?
Sure. So I think yo-yo diets are meant for short term. They're not really long term. In the end, like you said so yourself, you work really hard, but then you kind of go off the wagon, and then you find yourself discouraged and you just completely, don't even do the diet anymore. I think it's really important for our viewers to kind of think about a diet differently. I think we need to start thinking about it as a habit and something that we're going to change.
So essentially you are saying that we should make a lifestyle change to make that commitment.
Exactly. And once we do establish it as a habit, as a lifestyle change, that's something that's going to stick with us forever. And then we can build, upon that even more habits and kind of, lead a healthier lifestyle.
So most people think that eating healthy has to be expensive and we have to go the organic way. Is this true? I mean, is this what we have to look forward to when we want to eat healthy, that it's going to cost us a lot out of pocket?
Not at all, Annabelle. I like to say that healthy eating really doesn't have a price tag. It's all about, how you buy everything for your house. So make sure you take advantage of the sales at your grocery store. If possible, when fruits and vegetables are in season, they do tend to be a lot cheaper. So go for seasonal, as well as not everything has to be organic. So the things, fruits and vegetables that do have appeal and you don't eat them, you can purchase them not organic. For those that you do eat the peel for, go ahead and do organic if possible.
And so I know going organic is the easiest way, probably a little healthiest way, but what about frozen vegetables and frozen fruit? Because, they make it so easy for us, and for people like myself, I'm always in a hurry, I'm in a rush, and I don't have enough time to go to the grocery store every few days to get the right vegetables, the right fruits and whatnot. Can we do frozen?
Absolutely.
Is there anything in specific that we have to look out for when we're purchasing frozen, fruits and vegetables?
Just make sure that it doesn't have a lot of sodium. That's something you can take a look at either on, the package or the food label.
So the sodium is the trick?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, be sure to stay tuned because next I have Heather Jewett, another nutritionist, and we're going to keep on the segment with how to push the reset button. Thank you. Welcome again. I have with me Heather Jewett, a nutritionist from San Antonio, Texas. Welcome, Heather.
Thank you, Annabelle.
So part of what we're talking about today in the segment is eating healthy and having to push that reset button. As far as our New Year's resolutions, they've come and gone. So, Andrea talked to us about what we're eating and how to make a lifestyle change. But if most people are like myself, I forgot what I had for breakfast, much less the night before. So how do I keep track of what I'm consuming? And what do I do with that too?
Yeah, Annabelle, that's a great question. I think a lot of us are like that. The easiest way to start out, whether it's through a notebook or through an app, is just to start by tracking your meals as you go. So I think pen and paper is great when you're out and about if you're not able to use a phone. But you want to record, old school way. You want to record how much you eat. The time of the day sometimes helps to kind of figure out what your patterns are, as well as the types of foods you're choosing.
Okay, and then so what about for people like myself who's not old school and we go everywhere with our cell phone or iPads?
So technology makes it very easy for us. There's actually an app on your phone that you can use called MyFitnessPal.
Okay.
It is completely free, and you get to go in there, put some information about yourself, your height, your weight, your fitness level. So whether you sit at a desk all day or whether you're a little bit active, you can kind of go with your own habits. And then it will tell you how many calories you get and kind of subtract from that as you go through the day.
And we can use that when we're grocery shopping too?
Exactly. It can scan barcodes and give you the nutrition information that way, or you can go in and look up individual foods as well. It makes it very, very simple.
So other than taking in what we're eating and whatnot, what other tips does MyFitnessPal provide?
So that's also a good question. If you sign up for the email portion, they actually send you recipes and little workout guides, things to make reaching your goals very easy.
Oh, that's great. So it's kind of like a personal life coach.
Yes, and free.
Oh, and it's free.
Yes.
So you know what? Then you don't need to go the old school way. You should really go with your iPad or your iPhone or whatever smartphone you have. So no, that's a great idea. I like that. And I know when I go and work out at the gym, because I'm not going to spend money on a trainer, I look up videos and I just plug in my headphones and I do the actual workout. So if MyFitnessPal provides that, that's even better.
You already know what you're doing when you get there. Exactly.
All right, so now we're keeping track of what we ate and how much we exercise. So what do we do now, Andrea?
So that's a good question, Annabelle. We want to make sure that we set ourselves realistic and measurable goals. There's no point in kind of thinking, what we were with a diet, going far above and beyond, saying, if I haven't been to the gym in 5 years, I'm going to start going every day, because that's just not realistic. Make sure you kind of, start small, so, small changes can lead to that big change that you want to achieve.
Yeah, I'm so not really that great with changes. I know when I set out for something, I go to step 10 and I just bypass 1 through 9. So you're saying don't do that. Start with small steps.
Try to start small. I know it's really hard for a lot of us, but try to start small, because that way you're going to be more motivated when you're trying to set yourself for that habit.
And so Heather, what if we're stumped and we don't know what to change? What are some other tips that you could give us?
So just like Andrea said, starting small is the way to go. If you can change one little thing, you'll notice, like, as time goes and you set new goals, you'll look back and see all those changes and all the improvements you've made. One of the ones we want to talk about today was starting with our snacking.
Yes, I was going to say, oh my gosh, this looks really good. You have some healthy snacks here. So tell me a little bit about what you have out here.
So one thing I like to push whenever I talk about snacking is as fresh as you can go. The fresher the better. If we can skip the vending machine and go for a fresh piece of fruit, we will save a ton of calories and we'll still be full and not starving by the time we get home waiting for dinner.
So you're saying pre-pack also, probably?
Yes.
Stay away from the vending machines?
If
I am a sucker for the vending machines. Kind of mid-afternoon when I'm hungry. Lunch is past and it's not dinner yet, so I want something to kind of boost my energy.
And we counsel clients on that all the time. If you can have something with you that's healthy, you're going to fight that urge off to just run and grab something when that hunger strikes.
And this seems pretty easy, so what do we have here?
So we have some fresh fruit, obviously little snack-sized apples, healthy nuts. Nuts are really good for you. We have peanut butter and celery.
Oh, peanut butter. So we can have peanut butter.
We can have peanut butter, yes. Peanut butter is good for you in moderation. So you see here we have about 2 tablespoons, and that's a serving size. You're getting a lot of those good fats from the peanut butter, as well as kind of curbing your hunger for your next meal. And then don't forget the dried fruit up there. It's pretty good.
Yes, what are they?
I believe they're cranberries.
Cranberries. Yes, they're good. Well, ladies, thank you so much. You've given us a lot of great tips, and you've given us a place to actually start from here. So, ladies, remember, just because New Year's has come and gone, and you're probably looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, where did my resolutions go? How come I haven't shed this weight? Here's your chance. Push that reset button. Use these tips that Andrea and Heather gave us. And be sure you check out my website, theannabellegomez.com, and I will put a link up there for MyFitnessPal. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was
Annabelle.
good.
I'm gonna grab that too.
Yeah. They're like, I'm hungry.